Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my Challenge Park series. We made it to 100 subscribers. It keeps a smile on my face knowing what I'm currently doing is getting interest. My subscribers have doubled since I started the series, so thank you so much for your support. As you can see, I changed the rapids drop and added some water splash effects to it. It really is a splash zone now. So in today's video, I'm going to be building a spinning coaster as requested by you. I take a small empty spot near the food court and blend it with the American theme by doing a city theme ride. But first, here we go. This was requested by someone as well, to put information next to the entrances because it like boosts the fast pass. So we're going to see if this works. I don't do anything fancy here, I just do a standard little box thing. But it works. Does the job, you know. I really prefer it. This rapids now, it looks so much better. Like it goes fast at the top. It's, yeah, exactly what I wanted it to do in the first place. And the splash zone actually looks like a splash zone. I just do this little vending machine court because like I noticed a lot of people are hungry or thirsty and I have too much staff. Like it's costing me a bomb and they keep quitting. So I thought, you know, let's just make these a little vending machine area. Hopefully that will, you know, sort out the demand. And to be fair, it fills the space. I don't know what else to put here at the moment. But we kind of take a break from the tropical area this week because I noticed a couple of comments said to do spinning coaster, so I watched a video online, can't remember who it was, but yeah, he was saying how to do it properly, so I tried to follow it how you should do it, like how a spinning coaster should be, so we'll see. I went a bit crazy, to be fair. I also had a staff area, staff room, whatever you call it, here as well, because I don't think I've got one in the tropical bit. There we go, yeah, just use one of the Planet Coaster ones. For some reason, a lot of my stuff's just disappeared out of the workshop and I haven't got a clue where it's gone. Anybody know anything about this? It seems to have deleted everything. And I'm so confused. But yeah, please let me know in the comments if you know what it could be. Love how this area is looking now. Yeah, I had to get more mechanics. I noticed I only had like 3. And so many rides kept breaking down all the time, so hopefully that'll help that. Alright, here we go. So what I do with this is this tiny little area here is where the spinning coaster is going to go, if you can believe that. So basically I make a chain link fence all the way around, like to show how much space I've got. And then I go to the, like I did on the other one, the other things I did. Go into sandbox and create it in there. But actually I do all the decorating in game on this one, like after I've placed it. This was actually the 3rd attempt of me trying to make a decent spinning coaster. The others weren't very good. They were more like a Magic Mouse ride, you know, those ones you see at carnival fairs. So that's what prompted me to like watch like how they should be. And then I got some inspo from that. And the banking offset, can't believe I've never used it. But honestly, it makes the turn so much smoother, I want to say. I think this was such a challenge to do because it's a small space for me. Some other people might think you got loads of space there, but for me, it was like, I don't think I'd ever made something that small, like a coaster especially. It's such a small blueprint. And also, because the station, you can see it's so small. Apparently these kind of rides like have a lot of block sections, like they can't be on the same part of the track at any time. So I think I get 4 block sections, and then you can get 4 cars, but I only got 3 in the end because I didn't want it stopping every time. At least with 3, it only stops at 1, which is near the end anyway. Here, apparently this part of the track here, this is very... you see this a lot with spinning coasters. It's a shame I could only fit 1 in, to be fair. I would love more to fit. I would have loved to fit more in. I definitely tried to keep going back on this as well and try and make it as smooth as possible by using that smooth tool. I used to just smooth the whole coaster all at once, but actually, this video I watched, you know, he did 1 section at a time, which I don't know why, but I never bothered doing that. But it really does help. I didn't do the 4 meter, you know how people do it in 4 meters. Because then, like, you have so many supports. I probably have too many supports on this, to be fair, but this is okay for me. But you know, if there was more than that, you'd have to delete them and like make your own custom supports. And I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I'm gonna have to watch a few more videos. But ideally, I want to get a lot better at this before Planet Coaster 2 comes out. Because I don't want it to take me like a couple of years just to get used to it, you know. I want to get straight in there and making amazing parks and stuff. With Gamescom next week, I wonder if they're going to release anything. Obviously, people are going to be able to play the game when they go. The demo will be seen on the, what do you call it? That thing that was on Paradox, yeah. But yeah, I wonder if they release anything. By the way, this is... I change this a lot. Well, no I don't. I bring like the track down to give it more speed and stuff, and like look, this isn't the final like version of this coaster. It's similar but not the final. Like that's way too close to the food court, which I didn't realise when I was making this. Like obviously it hangs over the side. I should have realised because obviously you can see it right there, but anyway, I fixed that later on. Oh, getting it back to the station, that was a bit of a challenge in that little tiny space. But I think I did it okay. It's very tight, but you know, it works because there'll never ever be more than 1 train in that section, so it can overlap, was my thinking. Again, please don't come at me for realism, guys. I'm trying, but that's just not my style at the moment. Yeah, see, it overlaps and stuff. It's not, but it works for me. It does work in the end. You'll see. So yeah. Okay, so this I have to wait at the moment because I needed to research the spinning coaster, so I started up building this. Remember how I said I wanted a cover for the path that goes around the back? I start building that. and I add a few into it just to get a rough idea of what I want from it. Like always, I just make it all into one building and then kind of just drag it along, you know, copy and duplicate it. The only problem with that though is when it comes to corners, I'm going to have a problem, and there is, you know, I only put this on the straight bit for now, but there is some corners coming up, so I'm going to have to be a bit more, you know, creative, I guess. Nice. Yep, see, like that. I think that looks quite nice. I need something at the back here to entice him to go to that shop, so I've closed it for now, so, you know, because I don't need a staff member there. Oh, here we go. Doo-doo-doo-doo. We have the spiral coaster? Spinning coaster, you mean. Yes, so yeah, I'm just gonna place it in now. It was a bit tedious, but I kind of got there. It's not perfect in the end, but then I just adjusted accordingly. If I spent more time of it, I could have got it a bit more perfect, but you know, it's close enough, is what I said to myself. This is where I'm realizing it goes into the building, like, so here, this is what I did, and yeah, it was awful. I wasn't in the mood to play that day, like, and this is what happens when, you know, you just try and force yourself to do something. So yeah, I had to completely change. This took me 2 hours, bearing in mind, just to do this. It's because the path wouldn't fit under the, you know, the roller coaster. I didn't take, you know, I didn't put, what am I trying to say? I didn't, like, realize about the path when I'm building the coaster. So yep, I just, you know, I slept on it and I came back and I raised it up. Because, you know, that's the obvious thing to do, which clearly wasn't that obvious to me, apparently. But it's good now because I can actually, I adjust the coaster to make it, give it a bit more speed, you know, I lower it in areas and that kind of thing. That's more like it. Oh, I had a nightmare with this as well, the fast pass, but we got there in the end. It's because originally I was putting the entrance up here, where it is now, and then I was wondering why the exit wouldn't, you know, connect to the bottom, and I was getting really agitated. Then I realised what I was doing in the end, and we sorted it. Nothing fancy, it just, you know, it. But, you know, by the end of this episode, people are buying Fastpass a lot more now since I've got them in a few rides. So there's actually queues in them now. So that was a great suggestion. Thanks for commenting. I'll bear that in mind for next time now. I'm putting the information next to it as well. I put one next to this because of that now as well. But yeah. This is what I mean about me, like, lowering it in places just to give it a bit more speed. There's a lot of very close moments with the coaster and the path, but don't worry, it all gets covered. Beautiful. If I selected it all and then dragged it down, I would have had an easier time, but no, Kenny had to be. You had to do it this way, didn't he? Like that. There you go. So yeah, that gives it a bit more speed, which was exactly what I wanted. Yeah, that's way too close for comfort. But, you know, like I said, when it comes to covering it all, it looks, you know, it looks fine. I didn't want to make a massive coaster. This is what I wanted, like a family ride. That's why it's only a small... Well, I couldn't possibly make a massive one in that space, but you know. I decided on like a city theme. In previous games, which I didn't upload or anything, this was years ago, I'd made coasters, but like that go around a city, so keeping that in mind, I tried to make like a scaled down version of that. I remember really enjoying it. This is what made me realise like all my workshop stuff had gone. Because I was looking for all my New York buildings and they were just gone. But yeah. Let's just start with like a basic square. But in the end, this looks really nice once I get the lighting on it. And stuff. And the buildings around it, it just looks really good. And I use a lot of the city facade. What do you call them? Facades. It's not facades, is it? Oh, what do you call it? Facade. You know what I mean? The fake buildings that are just cardboard. Yeah, I get them. Like, and I use it actually as a barrier around the coaster, which I think works really well. Yeah, there's a lot of tediousness with these roofs, you know, because when it comes out, it really irritates me. Like, if you want it to be like level, you can like see it on the, you know, the outside, and that really irritates me. Because clearly you don't want to do that. Maybe I'm just building wrong. Maybe you need to put it on the outside one, and I'm just building wrong. Just to make this concrete look a bit more, well, not like just concrete. Some beams in there. I like what I did here with the exit, to be fair. Those chain link fence, I absolutely love them. You see me using them all the time. Found this on the workshop as like a neon letters. I didn't even know I had, to be fair. But like, it really... It looks so much better than the other writing. I really need to invest in like my workshop letters and stuff. Like, have a look for some good fonts. When it was just me playing to me, like, I didn't bother with things like that really, but actually playing to you guys, it really makes me like, do stuff that I never would do before, which I really enjoy. So thank you so much for being interested. Hopefully I'm getting a bit better at this talking business. If I did a live video, would you guys watch? Let me know in the comments if that's something that you would like to see. I wanted this just to look like a city tunnel, you know, like I didn't, just really unremarkable and bare bones, just like you would get it like going under a road or something, like a tunnel in a city. Then I like light it up with all really nice lights and put some TV screens on it, and it just looks really nice in the end. Because honestly, at this point, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I was just trying to cover things. I had no idea where I was going with this. You know, in the end, I got there in the end, is what I'm trying to say. And this is what I mean by that. How do you say it? I can't say the effing word. I know it's not facade. Okay, facade. Facade. There we go. Got it. English, man. Who invented it? Who made English? That's just... Can someone make English more English, please? Better. Thinking back now, I should have made like roads underneath. But yeah, I never got around to doing it. But it's fine. It's just a coaster. I don't need to go into too much detail. See, the concrete's already starting to look a lot more appealing. This is the word I'm looking for. Yep, there's a lot of this chain link fence, by the way, around here. I just went nuts with it, and it really didn't look that good. So what I ended up doing in the end is I went around with some beams. They're wooden beams, but you know, they could be metal. And I just gave it all structure. I did that off cam though, not realizing. So yeah, you'll just see it jump to it at some point. I do a quick tour around it, you know, to show you. But it makes it look so much better. Just having a bit more structure. I think this really works good as like a barrier, to be fair. What do you guys reckon? I don't think I've ever seen people do it, so I was quite impressed with myself. Ah, here we go. Chain link mad now. I tried to do some of those, you know, where they have, as the coaster underneath like goes down or something, or goes over a path, and they have those things that catch things. I tried to add them as well to it, for a little bit of a more realistic look. You see what I mean about this chain link? It's all a bit everywhere. But trust me when I say it looks so much better in the end. I know it's hard to believe, just looking at it right now, but it does get better. It gets better, people. It gets better. This is what it currently looks like underneath. And add some structure to it with wooden beams. Boom! How much better does that look, please? Yeah. It really adds to it. Does it make sense? Probably not. But does it look good? I think so. I turned this info booth here into like a mini diner. I thought it was quite fitting. I always wanted it to go around a building or something, so this just made sense to do this. I actually wanted to put like a massive tower in the middle of one of them, but like a big, you know, a skyscraper, but I didn't want this to be the whole focal point of the park, because it was just a small family ride, you know. And it's still quite big, to be fair, but ooh, it just cracked. You hear that? Probably not. I promise I'm gonna do this with all the paths from that suggestion a couple of videos ago. I'm gonna make sure they all have fences. I'm just building as I go now, which I probably keep saying in every video. But yeah, it definitely makes it look a lot better. And I've always wanted to do it, I've just always been impatient, really. And I know, guys, I know the diner would work better as a food establishment, but I already have so much food. I didn't need any more. For the info booth, that's why, you know, it made more sense to me. Right, and now I just lay all this floor down, just to make it look a bit more like a... what do you call it? A foundation. And then I put, like, fences around it and stuff. You'll see me jump in a sec. See, I've did it all, and then I've hit all the bits there with bushes and stuff. Hit all the edges so it looks a bit more. Oh, it looks better, really. I separate these two rides as well because they were far too close. I can't believe this is episode 9 already and what the park looks like. It's crazy. Yeah, my favourite gardening time. Come on, it really does it does add to the place though. That tree's probably too close though. That's something we can revisit if it becomes a problem. I don't think it is. In the real world? Yes. In this world? Yeah, that boxes that in. Now we get some street lights to add to the, you know, city effect. I kind of wish these were a bit smaller, to be fair, but they work. I also add bushes and a tree here, but ignore it because it gets deleted in a sec. Like this gets deleted soon. I don't like it. I also take up the floor from there and just like use the terrain tool to. Wait, I don't think you actually see me build this building, did you? No. Yeah, I must have done it off cam. Yeah, I wanted it to wrap around the building again, so. And I didn't want it to be too big, like I said before, so I just very basic. But it definitely works, and I stick some like neon signs on it, and I think it looks nice in the end. You would have seen this if you'd seen my community post. You would have seen a picture of this building, to be fair. That'll do. Look at that effect. You know, that's just like so nice. I don't know what it is, but I just think it looks really good. Yeah, so I just flip these around now so it's on both sides. I don't do everything, I just do up to there. Pizza! Boom. Beautiful. Boom. Yeah, so I decide I want this to be like a sign at the front, and I put stuff around it to make it look a bit more, you know, like it's not just floating in midair, it's actually on something. Just love that sign, it's so simple, but I think I used these in my last series actually. I just think, you know, they look really good. And then I pop it over there as well, I put them over there. Now I just add this, yeah, the general store. It's the Planet Coaster blueprint. But yeah, I just wanted it to wrap around another building again. Like, there was actually shops in there which I just deleted. And then I put a helicopter on top eventually as well. Can somebody please tell me why we have to add the wheels? Like, guys, I would rather just have a car with the wheels already. It's nice that we can, but can't we just have like, I don't know, 2 versions, one with the wheels and one without, because it was such a pain. You literally just see me add the last ones, but this took me maybe 45 minutes to put wheels on cars. That's a bit too much. About half an hour to put wheels on all the cars. That's too much time. Wheels. Nobody even cares about the wheels. I mean, I consider not even having wheels on there, but you know, someone might be like, someone might say something like, tell me how lazy I am. And they'd be right. I can't have a city without the good old person fire hydrant, right? Boom. He's just filling the gaps, really, some trees and that. These on top just to add a bit more colour to the roofs of them. It kind of feels like an extension of the station, which I like. And also just, it pops out, you know, it's a little bit more colour pops out. And now we're going to add all the lights. One of the basic white lights for the bottom, like street lights. And then I've put all like colourful lights all around the coaster and on the buildings. And I think the effect in the end looks really good. I probably keep saying it, but I really do need to go around my park and light it at night. I've only really been doing it recently. I just never really play at night, so I don't, you know, I don't think to do it. You know what, I've just thought of something now. But it's too late now, maybe I have to save it for next episode or do it off cam. Like have the windows light up. Because they're too dark. Well, we can do it next episode. Or off cam. See what you think. A hiccup there. Well, you can see I added the... I forgot it already. Facade there. Yeah, I made them taller around the side there. To hide the coaster as you come around the corner, pretty much. I think the colours, the code I chose for this was like blue, purple and red. I don't know why, I just really enjoyed that. Some colours together. Off cam, that I fix all these lights a bit, like I hide them a bit better. The ones that I placed on the roof because they look a bit silly. Oh guys, we're at the end of the video now. Here's some cinematics for you. Do a quick run around the coaster before riding it. Seems so fast when you're on it, but when you're watching it, it's normal, right? When you ride it, it seems way too fast. I will admit the chain lift on this is a bit crazy, but you know, it works. Like it's straight into it, adds more excitement to it. Wait, just me. Alright guys, so that's it now, just on my POV. As always, please give us a like or comment and let me know what you think, or any suggestions you may have. And if you want to see more Planet Coaster vids and other games like this, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in next week's video. Enjoy the rest of the visuals.